moving in both directions after a small group broke away from the peaceful protest and headed for a canal between Tijuana and San Diego, close to the border fence. That border is now been removed. We'll grant reports from Tijuana.
Questioning why Chief Justice Roberts didn't publicly condemn President Obama's Republican criticism of the High Court.
What began as a peaceful protest by some 100 migrants soon became a mad dash.
Much to discuss with our legal eagles tonight.
Given the tight security on both sides, migrants were never likely to cross this
and former Deputy Assistant Attorney General John Yoo. Welcome to the
Immigration authorities.
Okay, so we showed that 2015 headline from the Washington Post asking why President Obama was constantly taking on the Supreme Court. So we want to play a couple of things to remind folks about how he did clash with the public.
Control with a peaceful march descending into chaos. Border Patrol on the US side used tear gas to disperse the crowd, with women and
critics on this. Last week, the Supreme Court reversed essentially by saying, well, they're
migrants were determined to make their point to the border that they want peace to occur. Now they're being pushed back by the Mexican side, and the US is shut down at least for the rest of the day.
Will not take.
In the end, the San Isidro border crossing was closed for several hours, holding up cross-border traffic on both sides. This trade is the lifeblood of Tijuana, and such direct action by the migrants is unlikely to endear them to the residents of their host city.
Okay, that second clip there,
Now the authorities are saying they will punish the few hundred who participated in the protest, reporting them back to Central America. If they manage to identify people involved and follow through with that threat, and for some, the march to demand greater attention and understanding will be their last act in Mexico. Will Grant, BBC News, Tijuana.
President Trump is not the first one to have had criticism of the
judiciary. Process, EU leaders have approved the terms of the agreement that will take the UK out in March next year. The British Prime Minister said this was the best deal possible and that it would deliver for Britain. Political editor Laura Koonsberg reports from Brussels.
Saying they don't know what they're talking about.
No celebration, no fanfare, but a huge and serious step.
That type of verbiage is what concerned the Chief Justice
after more than
in my
40
view, and why
years
the Chief
inside.
Justice did this rather unusual thing to publicly respond and say there are no Obama judges.
The deal to
or some
leave is
judges,
done.
and that is something to be concerned about going forward.
There were those who
John, give us some
that
historical
reaching a
context,
Brexit
because
agreement
listen,
that worked
these
for
branches
both
have had
sides
dust-ups
was an
before.
impossible task.
Yes, John
Roberts rejected that conclusion as fair.
The Saudi Crown
In any negotiation, you do not get a Washington Post. You need to identify what your vital interests are and stick to them. And be prepared to compromise in other areas in order to achieve the result. I think British people understand that.
Perfect. Many of you were bored of the rags, spirits and the spats. The officials who brokered the compromise watching on.
Abraham Lincoln and
Before
Franklin
Christmas,
Roosevelt.
MPs will vote on this deal. On it will depend whether we move forward together into a brighter future or open the door to yet more division
So I think the real answer is John Roberts should just stick his fingers in his ears and stop listening to President Trump's policies.
arguing about Brexit.
Well, yeah, a lot of people were surprised that he would engage in any way who didn't mention the president by name, but obviously as the head of the judiciary, he's going to be very defensive and supportive of the way the judges across the board. Now, as to whether or not you can say someone is an Obama judge or Trump judge, those kinds of things, we already know that President's two judges did a great judicial collaboration. Here's Rush Limbaugh on the idea of pretending that
The EU's power players have agreed a Brexit with caveats. The deal where the UK leaves next March stays close to the Union, with a lot of final detail yet to be agreed.
And the former FBI director ahead of us, but McGahn has warned the president that could lead to European Fox News has reached out to the White House for a response.
But regardless of how it will
Meantime, the president's lawyers say he has turned in his written answers.
We will remain friends
Robert Mueller
until the end
Mueller's team, of course, is investigating Russia's meddling in the 2016 election, possible collusion.
everybody and with their responsibilities. Today's agreement created trust and confidence needed for negotiating our close and unprecedented.
The agreement was hard fought on both sides, even though sometimes it feels like EU leaders still can't quite believe what's happening in front of their eyes. It's tragic that the UK is leaving after 45 years, Angela Merkel said.
Not to be partisan, not to serve any to do it. And so we've seen judges rule against it.
But there may be more theatre to come. MPs at home might kick out the deal. Would they budge here then?
The problem is partisanship and ideology. As you mentioned, one of the reasons we elect presidents, one of the main reasons he served as supportive President Trump was because he promised to appoint independent judges that would limit his discretion to the original.
I think it's not now our concern.
And Obama former White House judges different ideological grounds, not Democrat, Republican,
issued a statement that reads, Mr. McGahn will not comment on his legal advice to the president like any client. The president is entitled to confidentiality.
There have been many moments when it has not been clear that he is going to make it this far. But her next step is vital to determine her future
For the Prime Minister, there is now only one direction.
Statement
She can't know
confirming that the president's written responses are now with Special Counsel Robert Mueller. Significantly, the questions Russia-related
For the next few weeks, we'll see the British government emphasise the merits of what's now been approved in Brussels, both to MPs at Westminster and to the public. Our political correspondent Alex Forsyth has been exploring the content of the
legitimate inquiries regionally on the John Brown taking both today. Thanksgiving has nonetheless provided confidence cooperation. No Thanksgiving confirmation without reporting on all the irritation and questions from the White House. Surprisingly, there are traffic
until February 2020, allowing time for things like new trade deals to be worked out. They hold the right of EU citizens in the UK and UK citizens living in Europe,
in the Bay Area as well.
This morning again, the UK will pay £39 million to the EU for handling new large payments beyond others in your Here's what the President says. If during that transition period a new trade deal isn't agreed, then that period is extended for Northern Ireland backstop
I have caused traffic jams throughout all the checks and border personnel.
The whole UK will be in a couple of
Thanksgiving necessary. Now, if
Northern Ireland was
thoroughly digging migrants, and then it takes hold on Mattis was there. In the event of violence against Saudi Arabia. But Mattis also telling reporters tonight that the force authorization is not the same as the result for European Union in terms of Homeland Security. Now, the key point says
that regime as Europe, or in the same state aid as Europe, and there is very much a border down the Irish Sea as a result of this, and that's why we can't support this deal.
Now, the government says that backstop probably will be part of this deal. The political
the number of Americans citing immigration as problems, the biggest problem in the U.S.
Not all of the details have been agreed. The government says it will leave the single market and the customs union and to strike trade deals with other countries.
Top
free movement of people will end if the government will work out a new immigration system. The UK will leave the common fisheries policy, but future arrangements for access to quotas in fact, there is still quite a lot of future relationship with the EU that remains to be worked out.
He made his decision to be here.
But if you were saying I always think I'm going to go
both sides of the political divide are at home.
Okay, it confirms by the officials who would know. Okay, so I want to start with this. From the order that was signed today by White House Chief of Staff General Kelly, he says this: credible evidence and intelligently indicate that migrant pyramids originating from Central America.
The Prime Minister says this deal does deliver on the referendum result, and it's the
impetus of violence and disorder to threaten U.S. customs and border protection and other U.S. government personnel.
No doubt, Alex.
Now we're being told that
Russian special forces have seized 3 Ukrainian Navy vessels in the Kerch Strait off the coast of Crimea in a major escalation of tensions. Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko has called an emergency meeting of his National Security Council, which says it plans to declare martial law. Ukrainian ships breaching its territorial waters. Well, earlier I spoke with Kirilo Lukarenko, co-founder of Ukrainian Democracy. He's now a fellow of the National Endowment for Democracy.
law enforcement that you
what the impact on Ukraine has been, given its difficulty in accessing
What are we hearing from war?
Okay, so we want to also point to a Monmouth poll.
Actually, Ukraine is trying to build its small military navy in Azov Sea. These are not very big vessels. They are, I mean, tugboats or small vessels, but still Ukraine wanted to build this small group to defend its own troops in the territory which is close to rebel control or Russian-controlled territories of Donbass. So Ukraine is interested in building this group. And actually, a month ago or more time ago, some Ukrainian vessels actually moved, and they went from Odessa to Azov Sea, and actually it was not a big issue, and actually Russian Navy was not, I mean, it did not stop them. But this time it went absolutely in a different way. Actually, Russia considers those territorial waters as its own territorial waters. And Ukraine believes, and it's according to the Ukrainian constitution, the Crimea is a part of the actually Ukraine. So this is a territorial dispute on both sides. They actually believe that they have the law on their side.
And we should call on yesterday the president called against on the silent session. They can get this done before the sun goes down. Because it will not have, and people use it to
talent show with a difference. Prisoners in Indonesia for
both political parties and campaigns and outside groups raise the money, doing their level best to win campaigns. You just talked about that. But we have to get back to, look, everyone agrees that we need
President Kennedy was shot down and died almost immediately. Murder of John Kennedy, the disaster of the whole Queen world. He caught the imagination of the world, the first of a new generation of leaders.
We've got for decades, American forces have been fighting. This is not left or right. These are people in power making sure that they in power on both sides of
the average American Floyd, I mean, about people who
Angela Merkel is Germany's first woman chancellor, easily securing the majority she needed.
The real challenge
attempts to fly a hot air balloon had to be abandoned after a few minutes, but nobody seemed to mind it. Comic put it, it's not hot air we need, it's
influenza virus for this bigger fight. We re-elected 90% of incumbents back into office, so the new forces impact 3 miles around the world has not gone down at all. It's gone way up. Have a sweeping change in the U.S. House, the bipartisan Democrat Republicans control the White House and both chambers of Congress. The number of parties around the world has failed to address what hopefully very well our nation's
President Obama, they had
Mexico says it would deport a group of migrants who forcibly attempted to cross the border into the United States. And after 20 months of negotiation, the European Union summit in Brussels has backed the Brexit agreement, marking another step towards Britain's departure from the bloc.
Between 5 and 10,000 people in this caravan seeking asylum in the United States from persecution oversight. According to every credible report, it's mostly poor people, it's mostly folks fleeing from bad situations, trying to help the American dream. We owe it if we're going to be a global leader to do the right thing and process those cases when people are criminals.
But if, on the other hand, voted down by LPs, there are a number of possible consequences. To try to force renegotiation of general election, another referendum, or the UK could leave without a deal.
I mean, it is something that's not going to go away. You saw firsthand.
To address what will happen if MPs rejected the Brexit deal, speaking to a European
illegally, and those who are coming simply because the conditions in their country are truly violent, and they actually need a stop. I mean, we know the fraction of cases that are approved after asylum hearings are really low, and a lot of times those people are already in the country, and they're not coming back.
Worldwide, bottom line is the last increase is wrong. I mean, the data
to yourself. Yeah, a lot of them are
every U.S. president
poverty. I
since
get
9/11 has tried to move away.
And you're trying to help the Prime Minister sell it, actually, by saying this is the best deal possible. But surely it can't be the best deal possible, because right from the beginning, you and other EU leaders said it has to be very clear in this deal that life from the outside can't be as good as it is.
Political views, your racial fleeing poverty, unfortunately, that you know what it's like.
There's a perception in much of the UK that this was a punishment process, the negotiation process, that even though today there were nice words for Theresa May, like the Dutch Prime Minister, she negotiated in a very tough way, actually that in the end the UK had to concede most of the time.
I don't understand why as far as the Democrats, they start talking about abolishing let's support sanctuary cities. That entices people.
Why they are feeling that
there's a lot of people go around.
I don't see that because mostly on military solutions.
Numerous points made a promise to protect our border and protect the communist country. That's exactly what he's doing. Parts of Northern California
there is something about the tough negotiations on behalf of the EU during these Brexit talks that have made some in the UK say, you know what, we're really glad we're leaving them inflexible and they don't listen to the needs of the people. What would be your reaction?
I was always respecting the dignity of the people, which is a shame that it is.
But I do hope all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving meeting. You can discuss or not around the Thanksgiving meeting tomorrow. Isaac, Tom, and Boyd.
Yes, the rain really started to come down very hard here.
It's also not the end of the road of negotiations, of course. Negotiations on a future trade deal and other relationships start in earnest after Brexit. We'll come back to Gibraltar, we'll come back to fishing, and we could come back to the Northern Ireland border question.
I don't think that we can come back to the Northern Ireland.
We
will start in the coming months the talks about the future relationship, and I don't think it would be wise if I
South Korean officials defeated a Russian general in the race for the presidency of Interpol.
You said to me right at the beginning of this process that you felt it would be a sad process. You also said that somehow it felt like a failure. But is it a failure on the EU's behalf?
Is it a failure on the EU's behalf? If you are telling people year after year, month after month, day after day, that the membership of Brits in the European Union is that thing for British citizens, so I don't think that's the result. It's the responsibility of Britain, only of Britain, nobody else.
Is there a certain sense of relief, though? The UK was never a happy, enthusiastic member of the European Union. Once the UK is gone, surely you're free to have an EU army or any other things that the UK was standing in the way of.
I always appreciate former leaders, ministers, Prime Minister, the British sense of pragmatism. Was given the Union down to earth,
we believe Mr. Kim to be
sense.
Paul reporting from the fires in Northern California. Whether you're headed to your holiday dinner by plane or train, both
European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker speaking. Now, rallies across Europe brought tens of thousands of people onto the streets to mark the United Nations Day for the elimination of violence against women. As much as called for an end to impunity for abusers, in Madrid the names of 44 women killed in domestic violence were read out. There were similar marches in Italy, Greece and meanwhile, new data from the United Nations has found more than half of the women who were murdered around the world last year were killed by their partners or family members. Africa and the Americas are the two regions where women are most at risk. El Salvador has been a country that over the years has repeatedly appeared as one of the worst. BBC's Patricia Salvara has been there. Since this report, after 1 million
Iran and China have long been accused of trying to use Interpol as a weapon purposes. The last Interpol president actually went missing in China. The government scheduled to detain him on bribery charges. His wife says it was political persecution, and she thinks he might
sometimes
be dead
we feel
this
powerless because we can't do much more.
All of those issues back in the spotlight. Some watchdogs are now calling on Interpol to take more steps to strengthen their rules and prevent El Salvador. This is really important for this.
Mike Tobin from O'Hare. Let's check in on the West Coast. Fox News' Hillary Vaughn reporting live from LAX.
American missionary killed after apparently traveling to an island inhabited by an isolated tribe. That story we've in LAX. Police say John Allen Chow, previously here, was killed by an isolated Indian island tribe known to shoot outsiders down with bows and arrows. Because of his mission to go there, will set a fisherman have been arrested for helping the Americans visit more beautiful islands. Puppies, over 70 dogs to Italy now, where criminals making sure recognized according to Islamic State. Officials say the 23-year-old suspect is related of more than 300 alleged Islamic sympathizers who took out of Italy since 2015. Hundreds of anti-riot
Mario
protesters
was the face of the police that followed his death, and he would often give tea and advice about the case.
Calling for better conditions. Thanksgiving is one of the busiest day of the year for firefighters. The National Fire Protection Association does not want you to get hurt doing this. Be fine, your million cars roll through your if you want to find your Burbank, but completely fog before you drop it into that
Hillary Vaughn reporting live from LAX.
This case
when up in summer, the
now
Democratic Party with Democrats giving co-sanity to block the president dropping his decision to ban Saudi Arabia despite the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Gavin tweeting that Trump will being Saudi Arabia is not America first. Their responses like this one from Republican congressmen, and how you decide your final report and a young woman asking for the $5,000 Syrian demonstrators, including the 50,000 children who died in all into these black being vaccinated. By bringing back tonight's power panel to the police were ugly for the worst. They're doing it now. Already on hoping to be $10 million. He said it's not an escalating. He's a very busy man. And the computer remains unproductive to all of you. Higher interest rates to come.
We are seeing 5 or 6 cases a week of women injured by stabbing, gunfire, or sexual assault.
Yeah, you know, we've reached this ludicrous time here in Washington, D.C., where you've got the nuance of the average insanity with regard to this. Okay, I'm writing that down. Correct. I'm wanting to be black and white. It's like, oh, okay. Okay, the Saudi government is responsible for the Soviet murder. Very well, we know, and therefore what? We're supposed to follow 5 things. We're supposed to force the ouster of their head of state. That worked really well for us in Libya, didn't it? The fact of the matter is, this is complicated. We have a very tenuous relationship in that region.
The deadliest wildfire in California history that had fully contained the blaze known as Camp Fire started over 2 weeks ago outside of San Francisco. Firefighters were able to extinguish the flames following several days ago. The fire killed at least 85 people and destroyed
the American economy, as you know, which the
President Yoweri Museveni said the operations of an unlicensed vessel which capsized on Lake Victoria were at least 29 people are known to have died and many still missing. The vessel was designed to transport 50 people, but NASA's first robotic lander is on course to touchdown on Mars. Orders traveling through space gone much farther in his comment. If everything goes as planned, Mars and site will steadily monitor the depths
Republican Lindsey Graham, who is a very close confidant and ally of the president on many things.
We're now to a talent contest with a difference on the Indonesian island of Bali. 13 bands competing for the right to record their own music. It's all happening behind bars that look glorious to Robert Redford on the beat.
And Graham, like some others, Isaac, has made this distinction between the kingdom and the crown prince, suggesting that they need the real crown prince can't be the leader and us continue the same kind of relationship that we've had. Do you think there's any possibility that change happens?
In Mississippi, I hope so. I hope that, I think Lindsey Graham has introduced some legislation to force the administration legislation last night in the debate against the Democratic opponent. This was clearly a murder effort that was, by all accounts and sources, was linked back to the Crown Prince. This is something wrong, right and wrong.
For just $300
not prices shameful that Donald Trump
Senator Hyde Smith is running against the Democrat Mike Espy. He took up state to push black president since Reconstruction. It started out as a 4-way race and went to a runoff. The vote
maybe he didn't, and we may may not have enough to know. The CIA has been much more specific about it than that. We have now a letter from Senators Corker and Menendez, the top Republican and Democrats, on the Foreign Relations Policy Committee, saying this to the President. The reference in October 10th letter they initially sent, wanting a determination regarding sanctions under the Magnitsky Act.
And on our website, including your top story, the situation on the border between Mexico and the United States and
is responsible for Mr. Khashoggi's murder. We expect to receive a determination within 120 days of our original request. I also recognize this comment clear about what you think about the Crown Prince's involvement.
Hello. Well, for days and days now we've had those persistent, chilly, easterly winds bringing at times very grey weather with some showers. A different story for the week ahead. The winds will switch direction. They'll be coming off the Atlantic, bringing spells of very wet, very windy weather, but much milder weather. Monday, on the other hand, we're still looking fairly bright, but it will be
in other words, how do you go?
So this is what it looks like early hours of Monday morning. Still the wind's blowing out east. You can just about make out the arrows there. The weather fronts are behind me out in the Atlantic, some hundreds, if not 1,000 miles away from us. Ahead of that, the weather is quiet. Touch of frost in the countryside, but in city centres it's around 3 or 4 degrees first thing on Monday. And the forecast suggests on Monday that many eastern parts of the UK will be cloudy. There will be 1 or 2 showers affecting the northeast of England, maybe Yorkshire too. But if you live in the western areas of the UK, there will be plenty of sunshine. So for western parts of Wales, the Lake District, and into western Scotland, the weather's looking absolutely fine on Monday. Now, early on Tuesday, we'll see the first weather fronts advancing. We'll see winds freshening in southwestern parts of the UK, and then the rain reaches us. So this is around early in the morning, reaching southwestern England, Wales, then eventually Northern Ireland. By the middle of the afternoon, thinking is that rain will be across central parts of the UK. Many eastern parts of the country will stay dry throughout Tuesday after some mist and fog in the morning. Wednesday, low pressure is well and truly in charge of our weather. You can see a big low there across the North Atlantic, stretching almost from Iberia to Iceland. We're right in the middle of this area of low pressure. Look at these winds go. Gale force winds around many western coasts, severe gales in places, so they're really strong, gusty winds. And on top of that, we've got spells of heavy rain. Now, these are the average wind speeds. To get a gust, usually double these, so that means maybe 40-mile-an-hour gusts inland, for example, in London, much stronger further north. Look at the temperatures, 14 in London, double figures even in Scotland. The low pressure is still with us on Thursday, weather fronts spiralling in towards the centre of the low pressure, bringing us again spells of heavy rain. Here's one spell of heavy rain during the middle of the afternoon. It would have been here in the morning and sweeping during the day northwards, but behind it you can see there will be some breaks in the cloud, breaks between the various bands of rain. Still mild on Thursday, relatively speaking, but we won't feel like it because of the strength of the wind. And guess what? There's low pressure over us on Friday once again. A lot of ice bars here, and that kind of one thing.
That he is going to spread American ideals around the world. Now, you may not like that, but he ran on the idea that we're going to enter into alliances that benefiting us.
Make sure I get everything here before we're out of time. Well, we want to give him fair time.
It is baggy and overloaded. You can either just see it as a really good popcorn adventure or something much more from my problem with it is I wanted it to be dark and remarkable, but not in a good way. So between I was reminded of the friendship between Elliot and Pete. Every time anyone says documentary, immediately think, is it as good as One Tap? The answer is no. Very smartly reinvented a franchise. It does the thing that cinema is meant to do as well, to completely immerse you, to transport you, to take you to another world.
Effectively over, at least for the
film review, Friday at 5:45
because you can't be beaten by nobody.
BBC News Channel.
And right now, nobody is talking about running against her.
What
so one
impact will
political or
Brexit have on
potential
the
challenger,
NHS?
the Ohio
Will there
Congresswoman
be
Marcia
enough staff?
Fudge now
What
says
about the import of
she's out.
crucial medicines?
Pelosi
Will
became
we
the
still
first
have
ever
access to
woman
free
Speaker of
treatment
the
in
House
the
back
EU?
in 2007.
And will the health service
but
get more
Democrats
funding?
lost the House under her
Brexit,
leadership, and
4
now
months
she's
to
fined
go.
in top position
Thursday
again.
on the BBC
Our
News
senior
Channel.
producer for Capitol Hill, Chad Pergram, has a way. And today he reports on how the House chooses its leader.
This is BBC News,
He
the
doesn't even
headlines.
have to be a member of the House.
Mexico says it will deport a group of migrants who forcefully attempted to cross the border into the United States through the city of Tijuana. The government said some of them incited violence and encouraged others to run towards the fence that separates the two countries.
Requires an
The
outright
European
majority
Union
of all
summit in
members voting
Brussels
for
has
someone
backed the
by
Brexit
name.
agreement,
There are
marking another
435
step
House
towards
members.
Britain's
That
departure
means the
from the
Speaker
bloc.
needs
The President of the
218
European
votes.
Commission,
But
Jean-Claude
218
Juncker,
isn't
said it was the only deal possible. The British Parliament will vote on the agreement next month.
Or, since the
Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko says Russian special forces carried out an act of aggression when they seized 3 Ukrainian naval vessels in Kerch Strait. Russia says the Ukrainian ships breached its territorial waters. The Security Council will meet on Monday to discuss the crisis.
We're still awaiting the final outcome of the House races. Democrats are leading in 7 of those contests.
The Prime Minister will now be doing her utmost to sell her Brexit deal, not only to MPs but to their constituents. So, what do voters make of it? And the deal which was spent the day in Skipton in North Yorkshire.
Secretary of State Colin Powell,
Skipton in the Yorkshire Dales is a prosperous market town that attracts lots of tourists and boats touring blue. But in the Red Lion pub it was time for Sunday lunch and a chew over the Brexit deal.
The entire House of Representatives, both sides, and that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to freeze everything, and it's not going to be a good deal for either side.
Rick Scott, the local governor recounts the battle with Republican Ron DeSantis. John Kinder at the Magic Wall.
In the referendum, 53% of people here voted to leave the EU, similar to the national result. Among them, Zoe Ben, who's lived in the town all her life and helps to run the family canal business.
Andaman Island, just in California, there are 5.
Dragging on the I think we could just do get a deal done and then move forward with it.
In the town centre, the local band is on stage. The majority of them voted to remain, but we took 2 members with opposing views aside.
We're still in step 1. I'm not sure this one, when we started the program, they about East and East. Other folks will then stop them and they've simple job to be there. This week, Mike Levin is pretty consistent. That's a pretty big one. Still waiting on the fishermen who made that would be a Democratic pickup, as it made the Democratic target because they had a roadmap for fishermen on Republican. And probably bring out the map and then go up here to the northern part of the state. Go back to California and yet again, just then rollback conservative Democratic want to pick up his seat. They Democrats very eager here.
Despite their differences of opinion, the band played on. Whether the same could be said for those in power is anyone's guess. Olivia Richwald, BBC News, Skipton. Well, it's about 4:33 in the morning now on BBC News.
No question, Democrats out of the glory. This is leading. Here's where it stands as we speak. This is what we know. At least 225.
Welcome to Hard Talk. I'm Steve Rosen. Israel's seemingly indestructible Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has dodged another political bullet. A recent flare-up of violence in Gaza, his defense minister quit, and another key cabinet hawk, Naftali Bennett, said he would go too if he wasn't given the defense portfolio. PM called his bluff, and Mr. Bennett, who is my guest today, decided to stay after all. What's behind the chaos in Israeli politics? Are the right-wing factions putting their own interests before those of the nation?
I spoke with one of the managers at the wedding venue. He tells me he was in an office adjacent to the main hall when the explosion occurred. I didn't think of it as you were. My legs are shivering. I didn't throw myself. It was horrible. I walked out to see what happened. So you have 2 Afghan President Ashraf Ghani stating a deal after that blast killed
Naftali Bennett in Jerusalem. Welcome to Hard Talk.
According to the Afghan Health Ministry.
Great to be here, Stephen.
It's been quite a week. How would you characterize your relationship with Prime Minister Netanyahu today?
There's no rush to try to call these race requests about.
Well, we're political adversaries, but I'm part of his government, and I support Prime Minister Netanyahu as the Prime Minister of Israel. So, you know, it's not unlike the UK, where things are also quite tumultuous. We're going to continue in order to strengthen Israel's security.
Well, let's unpick this notion that you're sitting there in a cabinet led by a guy who you now describe as an adversary. Avigdor Lieberman, who was defense minister until very recently, he described Mr. Netanyahu's decision to undertake a ceasefire with Hamas after that flare-up of violence in Gaza. He described that, Lieberman described that decision as, quote, a capitulation. Did you see it as a capitulation to terror?
I thought it was a profound mistake, and tried to fight against the notion of giving money to Hamas in order to have them stop shooting at us missiles. But I am part of the government, and I assume responsibility for all its decisions. What I think we need to do to Hamas is obliterate it, is to hit them so badly that they will not be able to continue shooting rockets and missiles at our population.
Okay, well, we'll get to your vision, your strategic vision for Gaza and elsewhere in a minute. I just want to stay with Israeli politics, if you don't mind, for the moment. This is what your own party, Jewish Home, said after this crisis inside the cabinet. They said that if you didn't get named defense minister to replace Avigdor Lieberman, you would walk, you would quit the government, and the government itself would therefore almost certainly fall. What happened?
Well, I never put that as an ultimatum. I did ask the Prime Minister to give me the mission of restoring Israel's security strength and restoring our power vis-a-vis Gaza.
No, Mr. Bennett, I need to be very clear about this. I'm looking at a quote, direct quote from your party, an official statement. It is either the defense ministry or we are out. That's what your party said.
The Democrats are going to be approaching 40.
Well, as I said, when I met the Prime Minister last Friday, I told him, you know, this is not an ultimatum, but I do think that you should give me this huge task of shifting the whole direction of Israel's security plans vis-a-vis Hamas.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but you're not making much sense to me, to be brutally honest, because the official statement said it's either the defense ministry or we are out. Quote, this is our ultimatum to stay in the government. So it clearly was an ultimatum.
Well, illegal immigrants are basically
long story short, the Prime Minister decided that he's going to become the defense minister. I think it would have been a better decision to give that task to me. But I accept this. You know, you win some, you lose some, and this is one of those cases where I didn't get the task. I will support the Prime Minister and try and help him change the whole direction of Israel's security policy.
But with respect, you're now in a ludicrous position because you had this face-off with Prime Minister Netanyahu. You clearly felt you held the cards, but he pulled your bluff. You caved in. You then went on to say that you believe his security policy over the last 10 years has been a complete failure, and yet there you sit as his Minister for Education and Diaspora Affairs inside his cabinet, showing him respect when clearly you believe that his policies are jeopardizing the security of Israel. To me, your position makes no sense whatsoever.
Let me help you out, Stephen. I'll explain it. I do think that the policy over the past decade has been weak on Hamas, and we have to shift gears. The Prime Minister has said that he's taking the responsibility, and he's going to become, for the first time in his history, the defense minister, and he's going to change gears. He's going to change the direction of our security policy. I want to give it a chance, and I don't want to topple a government if possible. So I'm going to help him.